Yo, what's going on everybody? Chadley here, and in today's video I want to talk about all of the new stuff that was talked about today on the Borderlands show. So this video isn't going to be going about everything that was talked about. It's more just kind of my thoughts on all of these different things and what that means for the game. Maybe these things can possibly revive the game to a sense, because I'm actually really excited after hearing everything that they had to say on the Borderlands show. But I just wanted to give you guys my opinions and also hear from you guys in the comments down below and see exactly what you all are thinking. If you guys did not see the Borderlands show, make sure you head over to Borderlands YouTube channel. You can watch the whole thing, or they also have a video breaking down all of the important stuff into 5 minutes. Because for the sake of this video, I'm just going to talk as if you all have watched it. So real quick before we jump into it, I just want to take a moment to thank the sponsor of today's video. Raid Shadow Legends is a turn-based RPG that brings console level gaming experiences to your phone. Since you guys are watching this video on this channel, that means you guys love loot in video games, and Raid Shadow Legends brings that with over 500 champions with unique skills that you can collect and build your team with. Make sure you guys use my links down below to try Raid for yourself on your mobile phone or PC. In my time playing Raid, there are a couple champions that have really stood out to me. First off being Vergis. Overall, Vergis's aesthetics are so cool. I've always been a huge fan of the elven armor theme in games, and then one of my other favorite characters is Zane. She is one of my best crowd control damage dealers in the game. Her lightning arrow and valley of death skills just make it so easy to damage many, if not all, of the enemies on the battlefield. Raid has recently released its biggest update of all time, the Doom Tower. It's a giant tower with 120 floors, a bunch of secret challenge rooms, and 12 seriously badass bosses to take on. And on top of that, Raid has also just released a bunch of amazing new champions, and there will be even more coming later this month. Right now is the perfect time to get started with Raid, so if you guys go to the video description, click on the special links, and if you are a new player, you'll get 50,000 silver, 50 gems, 1 energy refill, 1 clan boss key, 5 mystery shards, 1 day XP booster, and 1 free champion Hex Weaver. All of this treasure will be waiting for you guys right here at this little treasure chest icon. Now you guys better hurry, because this is only available for the next 30 days and for new players. Good luck, and I'll see you guys there. So we're just gonna break down the couple main sections of everything that's to come with the new DLC, and just what that means for the game going forward, and hopefully they can keep going down this path. So first off, let's talk about the raid boss that is coming. So the Ascension Bluff door is finally opening after about a year and a half. We're finally having that door open, and we are getting Hermivorous, the Varkid raid boss. It kind of looks like hermivorous, but with some like spikes and stuff on it. And this I'm actually really excited for. I know we probably should have had this at the start of the game, but nonetheless, I'm really excited that it's on its way. Finally, it's better late than never. Now, with this raid boss, I am concerned about a couple things. One, it being way too easy, like everybody's just walking in there and one-shotting it, and also the loot from it. I don't know exactly what is obviously to come in terms of loot, but I really do hope that it's worth it. Because while I did just say I am concerned with it not being difficult enough, I do think Gearbox is going to make it now the hardest content in the game. So I really hope that the loot that is behind it is actually worth it, because we saw what happened with the Guardian takedown. That took a long time. It was the most difficult, and the loot has just never really been worth it. So I think they have hopefully learned from that mistake with Hermivorous here, and we're actually going to get some really good loot. Now, while we are talking about raid bosses, I just want to say I really hope they do not stop here when it comes to raid bosses. I think for the rest of 2021, if they focused on getting out about 2 to 3 more traditional raid bosses and then 1 additional takedown, I honestly think Borderlands 3 will be in a really good spot. Because right now, with everything that is coming with this new DLC, I really don't see it keeping us busy for more than about 2 weeks or so. So as long as this isn't the end all be all for Borderlands 3 content, I really do think this game will end up being something really special. Now, moving on to the part that I'm pretty much least excited about out of everything that was announced, and that is Ava's Murder Mysteries. I don't hate Ava like a lot of people do. I know she's kind of a meme. I'll definitely jump in on the meme from time to time, but I really don't hate her. She's just a character. It really does not matter at the end of the day. But the missions, so there's going to be 4 missions that we're going to go across the different planets. Now, the only thing I'm really hopeful for with these 4 missions is that each one has a really cool boss at the end of it with some good loot behind it. I think that would make these way more interesting, because I just do not see how 4 missions really gives us that much replayability or playtime in the game. I honestly expect these to maybe take like an hour at the most. I really don't see them lasting too long. And then if there's no bosses or anything, there's really going to be no reason to go back to them. So I really hope they do add something to add replayability to these missions, but I'm not sure if they will, and that's why I'm personally least excited about these. And then something that has been kind of controversial, but something I'm actually really excited for, is the vault cards. So they've announced that they're going to be doing 3 vault cards, and what these vault cards are basically almost battle pass-esque, but they seem to be slightly different. So with these vault cards, we are going to get daily and weekly missions that we have to go and complete to level up this vault card. And then as we level it up, we're going to unlock a bunch of cosmetics and also new items like legendary guns and shields that they have teased with the first vault card. And personally, I really do think this is going to help a ton with just being able to boot up the game and have fun every single day going forward, at least for a little bit. I don't know how hard it's going to be to level up and farm these different items from it. So it's going to end up being a little bit different than, say, the Valentine's Day event stuff with like the wedding invitation, which I thought it personally was going to be at first. But this thing's kind of endless, and you just keep completing these missions and you will unlock these chests and open these items, and you'll get random rolls on them and random anointments. So that's just one way to farm it. Now, this could get quite tedious, so I really do hope that the items from this vault card are worth it. Otherwise, I think the vault cards are a fantastic addition to the game. Now, the thing out of everything that has been announced or teased today that I think will make the longest lasting impact on this game is that on Twitter, some of the developers have teased that there is going to be a very large patch coming with this DLC that is going to include bug fixes and such. And I personally think this could do the most if they do it correctly. Because right now in the game, there are a ton of bugs and things that really need to be changed. DLC 5 broke a lot of that, so this patch could be huge, especially if they go the extra mile and change up a ton of class mods. Like Zane has a lot of really bad class mods, same with Amara. If they change the effects on those and made them useful, that would be huge. Also, maybe fixing Zane's green tree would be something else that would be really cool to see a part of this patch. Because if these bugs and things like the Zane skill tree never get fixed, I don't think they ever will for the remainder of this game, and that would just be a huge shame to see. Just thinking about the builds that we could do with different class mods, different skill trees, and maybe even like different artifacts that are now working in mayhem modes, that would add a ton of replayability and build potential to the game. And at the end of the day, I think would add us way more playtime than a raid boss. So like I was saying earlier with the raid boss, if we put all of this together, this is definitely Gearbox going down the correct path. Now, this might be too little too late. We will have to wait and see. But if they are willing to continue to support and go down this direction, I really do think Borderlands 3 could see a revival. I have already noticed a mini revival in the game in the past month or so. About a month ago, the game was lacking pretty hard in terms of numbers on Twitch and YouTube and such, and everybody seemed to be in a really bad spot with the game. But lately, I've noticed a lot of optimism and people coming back to the game, including myself. So Gearbox, please do not give up on this game. Just keep making that content. Give us some more raid bosses. Give us another takedown. I'll even pay for it. I really do not care. I'd be more than willing to pay a couple dollars in terms of like headhunter packs for a takedown and a raid boss. If it was like $5 to $10, I would be more than willing to do so. Yeah, guys, I think that's where I'm going to end this video. I just wanted to share my opinions on everything that was announced today. And honestly, I am very excited for the future of Borderlands as long as Gearbox keeps this up. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We're going to have more Borderlands content and also Outriders content coming up here in the very near future. So if that sounds interesting to you, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you all in the next video. See ya.